Frank, 60, and Mike, 60, had a falling out and recently reconciled after the former American Pickers star suffered a stroke in July 2022. Frank owns Illinois antique store Fritz Finds, where he sells items from vintage signs to furniture. The U.S. Sun can reveal an exclusive photo of a peace sign hung outside of the antique store that reads, "I believe most people are good." The quote could be alluding to his on-again, off-again best friend. The last time Frank appeared on American Pickers was during a March 2020 episode. He left the show to recover from back surgery, leaving him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during a 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. Frank said, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up. But he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." The show is tilted towards him 1,000%. "I can't even bend that far down to show you how much." That's fine. It's like you got Aerosmith, and there's Steven Tyler, and he's the frontman. I found my spot. I'm second, and he's number 1 on the show. That's no problem with me. Maybe he does have a problem. He also admitted, "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." Mike shortly after the interview announced Frank's firing over Instagram in July 2021, as he captioned a photo of the friends. "I have known Frank for as long as I can remember. He's been like a brother to me. The journey that Frank Downey and I started back in 2009, like all of life, has come with its highs and lows, blessings and challenges, but it has also been the most rewarding. The support that you all have given us has been a constant reminder of what the show's message has always been. Through these places, people and things, we all have a common thread. We're here to not only take care of the past, but also each other." Mike concluded, "I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey." Frank then suffered a stroke in July 2022 and was placed under conservatorship and guardianship the following month. A friend told the Quad City Times Frank and Mike mended their relationship during a tearful reunion over Memorial Day weekend. The insider said, "This was not a feud between Mike and Frank at all. They were not feuding. They needed separation to appreciate each other." The friend revealed their relationship became tense after 11 seasons of working 10-hour days, 7 days a week on the reality TV show. The source told the newspaper that the long-awaited reunion left the men emotional. The friend said both were crying. Mike brought up how nervous they both were to be going on David Letterman, which was one of their first big appearances. Mike told his longtime co-star, "Nobody can replace you, Frank." The arrangements were made after Frank told the friend, "I need to talk to Mike." The insider ended, "Mike really stressed all the good times they had before the show and during the show. Mike did say he'd like Frank back on the show, but Frank is focused on his health." A source close to Frank told the U.S. Sun in August, "Everything between them is fine. They've known each other for 40 years. They went to high school. They've done all this stuff together. They're very good friends, great friends." The insider said Mike has visited Frank a handful of times since he suffered the stroke, as the two call and text today as well. Frank is even closer to Mike's brother Robbie than he is Mike, the source claimed, despite him replacing the fan favorite on the show. The friend continued, "Frank had a stroke, so now he has to do what he has to do. And Mike and Robbie and the show do what they have to do. All that aside, they're just buddies, and the conversation is what it always was. Those guys are crazy about picking and finding stuff, so that's the conversation." The U.S. Sun previously reported Frank is unable to return to the show over 1 year after suffering the stroke. A source close to Frank told the U.S. Sun, "The stroke affected his speech, so he really can't return to the show. But you never know, there is always hope one day." A second insider told the U.S. Sun, "He can't come back and film, but the cast and show want him to." Season 25 premiered on December 27 with Mike, his brother Robbie, longtime star Danielle Colby, and Jersey John.